All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? This is Joey JCM, and it's out, the Star Wars Episode 9 teaser trailer, and, I mean, obviously, if you're watching this, you're gonna know, you see it, you know, because we're gonna watch the trailer, and the name, Rise of Skywalker, The Rise of Skywalker, either way, The Rise of Skywalker. Now, wasn't sure if I was gonna do this, but I was sitting there, I watched it a couple of times. I was on the way home, I watched it with no sound, and then, I watched it a couple of times with sound, I wasn't sure if I was going to do this, but then I was sitting there and a couple of things came to me. So, I'm going to give you my predictions. Some Joe Stradamus stuff came to me, and I was like, oh, you know what? This is, I don't know. That sounds pretty cool, pretty good. So, I'm going to watch the trailer, and I'm going to tell you my predictions. Hope you guys can hear me. Let's check. Let's see. So, I'm gonna watch the trailer, I'm gonna give you my predictions, and yeah, I don't know why that thumbnail didn't change. Okay, we got sound, we're good. Alright guys, let's do this. Here we go. Move this a little closer. Wow, it's the first time I'm watching it like on a screen. I was watching it on my phone, and very clear. Oh my god.
We've passed on all we know.
You got Luke talking there.
1,000 generations live in you now.
So her costume kind of seems like it's a mixture of something new plus her old stuff. Like her original costume didn't have like the, you know, all that tailored neck stuff there and everything. And she's got certain like pants on and stuff. They're similar, but like they look more newer. But the sashes and everything, you know, are. Oh, she kind of has like a hood. Oh, I didn't realize that. Now that I'm watching it on a screen, you can see that. So it's like a newer version, a cleaner, washed version of her original costume. I like how Kylo Ren kills that guy there, like that's with the side thing coming out. That's awesome. That's cool to see. Lando, you know. What the hell's the, oh my god, why can't I think of his name right now, but not sure if that was like CG layer a little bit. There's the Death Star. And then we hear Palpatine. The Rise of Skywalker. Okay. Cool. Now I'm going to give you my predictions. Guess I'll play it again as you know. So I'm going to give you my predictions. Not sure if it's, let's maybe watch the trailer again and I'll point out some things. Let's watch it again and point out some things, then we'll get into predictions. We could skip this. I don't know. Okay, so, right, we're going to go over the trailer first, then I'm going to give the predictions. So Luke just said right there, we've passed on all we know. We. So obviously Luke is dead. And for him to say we, I'm assuming that's going to be him and a couple of other Force ghosts talking to Rey. And that's how she got her training. She found somewhere where she can talk to Luke as a Force ghost, and maybe, you know, Anakin finally shows up as a Force ghost again, Yoda, and they're all training her or something. So he says, we taught you everything we know. So to me, that sounds like, obviously, we're going to see other people. I don't think it's just going to be Yoda, You know, that they're saying this is going to be the big finale of everything, the end of the Skywalker saga, which we're going to get to.
1,000 generations live in you now.
And you know what I'm noticing here? Like, is this Tatooine? You know, is the final battle here going to be on Tatooine or something? You know, kind of bringing, you know, everything started on Tatooine. Well, the Skywalkers, you know, started on Tatooine. Are we going to end on Tatooine?
But this is your fight.
I don't think there's any talking here. Yeah, it's just Kylo Ren. She does that crazy jump. Let's pause it there. Where are we going? Where is this place? Is this a new place? I don't know. Interesting. A-wing. Is that an A-wing? Let's see. I like how he's holding it backwards and he jams the side piece into him and like lifts him up and kind of gives him like a rock bottom choke slam. Like the choke slam rock bottom. Okay, so there we see him kind of patching up his helmet. It almost makes me think like, why'd you break the fucking? You know, it's like honestly, when I see this, it reminds me of like a symbol of like patching up things from you know, whatever. And it also makes me think like, Kylo, why'd you break the helmet in the first place if you're trying to patch it up? You know, maybe he edits it. Maybe we can't see the whole mask there. Maybe he does something more Vader-like to it. He puts it back together. More Vader-like. Whatever. Ah, man. Billy D. Williams. There we go. It's good to see Billy D. Williams, you know, doing his thing, and he's all jolly, like, yeah, let's fuck some motherfuckers up. Ah, you know, he's just like, fuck yeah. He probably comes in shooting people. You know, they've been killing off all the old characters. I don't know. He's probably gonna die. Who knows? That's a shame to see, but who knows? I don't know. Let's pause that there. I mean, this looks like moisture farming. You know, all those spires in the sand and everything. So I'm gonna say this is Tatooine. I don't know. Who were those guys? Just like stormtroopers. There's 3PO. That looked like an A-wing. That's the thing that Leia handed to Han, Luke, and Chewie at the end of A New Hope, right? I don't know why. For some in motion, this looks like kind of like a CG Leia, like a face or something. I mean, Rey has the new costume on, and I know they said they were using scenes, unused scenes of Leia, and transforming them into something they're gonna use for this. But Rey has the new costume on there, so you know I'm gonna say that you know they used those scenes probably, but then maybe 1 or 2 shots they had to do just to make everything seem together. This might be a CG Leia. I don't know. There's the Force Awakens crew right there. I'm noticing this new little robot next to BB-8. He was in the other shot too. He's like almost like a older version of a BB-8 or something. I don't know. Little skinny guy. And there we got I'm assuming this is the Death Star, the second Death Star. It fell into some place here in the ocean. Okay, so Luke says no one's ever really gone, right? And then we hear Palpatine laugh. Now we're going to get into the prediction part. The meat of the prediction part. Okay, so Luke says no one's ever really gone. Right? Then we hear Palpatine laugh. And then when the name Rise of Skywalker appears, you hear the evil theme of this trilogy. But it doesn't conclude, doesn't finish. It goes, you know. So to me, that's so I'm thinking here that because they also said that this is going to end the Skywalker saga, right? But then Luke says no one's ever really gone. So how are you going to end the Skywalker saga, right? So I'm going to say that Luke doesn't come back alive. I'm going to say he stays a Force ghost, right? And I'm going to say what he means by no one's ever really gone is that you know, you get Force ghost wise. You know what I'm saying? Like not that you could come back alive or something. But we know in the expanded universe, Palpatine kind of cloned himself and transferred his soul or something like that. And we know that in the official stuff, well, that what they call canon, you know, you have Darth Plagueis, who was able to manipulate midichlorians, save himself from dying, or something, you know, stuff like that. So, they said there's going to be a big revelation, and it's going to change everything we know. Like, I don't, you know, that's one thing, I don't know. So they said it's going to change everything we know. Let me just stick to the so, no one's ever really gone. We hear Palpatine laugh. And then we see the rise of Skywalker. Like, so that kind of like, it doesn't say rise of the Skywalkers, plural. It says rise of Skywalker. Now, I'm thinking that could have like a dual meaning. Kind of like, in the third Nolan Batman movie, Dark Knight Rises. I'm thinking maybe we see, you know, like a multi-layer meaning. Somehow, like Luke Skywalker, in the other realm, in the death realm, you know, whatever you want to call it, he rises up somehow and maybe becomes the Force. And I'm also thinking here, since this just says rise of Skywalker, like that's saying that something else just popped in my head, but that's saying that Skywalker is like this entity, like this thing, this person, you know what I'm saying? So either the big revelation, because we've seen in the new Disney comics Palpatine saying something like that he's Anakin's father or something. He doesn't really say it, but he says it. Something like, I don't know, one of the comics that happened or something in the new Disney stuff. I mean, it's hinted in the original stuff because, well, it's hinted that Plagueis birthed Anakin through the Force because he was able to manipulate midichlorians, right? So someone is going to be a Skywalker, and I'm thinking, since you hear Palpatine's laugh, and then you see the rise of Skywalker, and no one's ever really dead, somehow Palpatine comes back, and I'm thinking that they're going to say that Palpatine, you know, since he's so sneaky and stuff, and he was able to hide all these things, maybe one of the things that he hid the whole time, that he was a Skywalker. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the plan goes back farther than we know. Maybe Shmi didn't know her father, and maybe like Plagueis was or Palpatine transferring his soul into body from body. Maybe he's Shmi's father or something, and she didn't know her father. So basically, I'm feeling here that the sequence of events are leading to that Palpatine or whoever, you know, maybe someone's controlling Palpatine's body. Maybe, you know, they're going to go with a million crazy twists. It's Palpatine's laugh, and maybe it's really Plagueis in Palpatine's body. You know, maybe Palpatine's body wasn't completely, I don't know, but we saw him kind of disintegrate. I don't know. But we really don't know what you'd think that's like the evil leaving his body. You don't really know what happens in Return of the Jedi. Like, did his body disintegrate into or was that evilness leaving it? Whatever. So maybe, you know, we're going to see Plagueis. You're going to think it's Palpatine, but it's really Plagueis transferring himself, manipulating midichlorians into Palpatine's body, but then he reveals himself that he is the original Skywalker or something, because they said this is the end of the Skywalker saga. So I'm basically saying that the bad guy is going to be some grandpa original Skywalker. They're going to kill him eventually, right? And then all the Skywalkers will be dead. I'm assuming Kylo Ren will also die, because in this Disney stuff, he is the only, you know, child of Leia and Luke. Well, between Leia and Luke, he's the only child in the Disney stuff. So I'm assuming he's going to maybe have a moment where he might either come back to the light side, or maybe he's going to say, I was wrong. You know, the light side did pull me, and because in Force Awakens, we were going with this dynamic that it was cool. It was like, oh, this time, like, a guy trying to be evil, but the light side is pulling him, because he's truly good, but he's trying to be evil. Something like that, you know what I mean? So, if it's the end of the Skywalker saga, and this is saying Rise of Skywalker, that really doesn't make sense, right? So how are you going to have a rise of a Skywalker if it's the end of the Skywalker saga? So all this, you know, Luke's dead. He's a Force ghost. Kylo's probably going to die. Maybe we see him as a good Force ghost with his whole family in the end or something. And then I'm going to say that Rey, you know, still has no affiliation, because I feel it seems like Rey is going to go on. I can't see Rey dying. I feel like Rey is going to... And he even says to her, 1,000 years, we passed everything on to you. You know, because all the Jedi are gone somehow or something. You know, whatever the hell. It's a long, long republic. And, you know, a lot of years to build up. And all the Jedi are gone. Everything's gone. But she's the last Jedi or something. As, you know, we saw in the last movie. That was the title, right? He was the last... Like, and I actually remember talking about that. You know, Luke was the last Jedi, then he passed, you know, he died, and then I guess she became the last Jedi or whatever. Or was going to be now in training to be the last Jedi, or she was going to be the person that was going to be the only Jedi. So I still say that Rey has no affiliation. Kylo's going to die. And the bad guy is going to be some secret original Skywalker that maybe started everything, or he's the grandfather, or it's Plagueis, and he transferred himself into... Like I said, if Plagueis can, you know, manipulate midichlorians and save himself from death... Oh, no, he couldn't save himself from death, but... You know, because everyone thought Snoke was Plagueis, right? And that he transferred his body into this guy, or whatever it was. Maybe Snoke is, Luke's father. Or maybe Snoke is like Anakin's father, or Snoke was but we hear Palpatine's voice, and you know they want to wrap everything up, right? Or whatever, so they say, you know. So they're gonna bring back all the characters, bring back Lando, bring back Palpatine, whether he's really Palpatine or whether he's a puppet of somebody else's soul. But yeah, that's my prediction, guys. I'm gonna say that the bad guy is some sort of original Skywalker, Grandpa Skywalker, that whatever the fuck, and he, you know, his plan didn't go. He had a big plan and didn't go through. I don't know, who knows. And then now he's here for one more attempt. But basically, Kylo's gonna die. I would say this guy who's a bad guy, who's the original Skywalker, they're eventually gonna kill him, obviously. Rey has no affiliation. There's no more lineage, because Kylo was the only lineage, really, from, you know, between Luke and Leia in the Disney versions. So, and then Rey's gonna go off, and I feel like, because I think the original ending to Return of the Jedi was Luke walking off into the sunset, and I feel like they're gonna do that with Rey. They're gonna use that this time around, because like I said, the Skywalker stuff started on Tatooine, and now it looks like that fight is going to end. You know, it's all going to end on Tatooine. So Tatooine is known for its sunset. You know, dual moons, whatever. You know, whatever, dual suns, or so they're probably going to use that original Return of the Jedi ending, and they're going to give it to Rey, and Rey's going to walk off into the sunset on Tatooine. But yeah, if it's the end of the Skywalker saga, but it's called Rise of Skywalker, and like I said, it's not the Skywalker, it's Rise of Skywalker. So maybe, you know, this original Skywalker was some legend guy, you know, and he's going to rise again, maybe take over Palpatine's body or whatever the case. And, you know, Kylo's going to die. They're going to kill him. Like, you know, he's the bad guy, this original Skywalker, and Rey has no affiliation. So that's, you know, putting this all together, and if it's the end of the Skywalker saga, that's what I'm going to say is my prediction for this, guys. Let me see. Are we... Oops, sorry. Like I said, it's not the Skywalker. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? So... Oh my god, what's going on here? So yeah, so that's it, guys. That's my prediction. Let me know what you think. And just released as of a special request. Speaking of Star Wars, the Force was with this situation. Someone requested. If you don't know, "I Want It, Padme" is one of my parody songs, right? It's based on, you know, Star Wars and Backstreet Boys and stuff like that. So recently someone requested the "I Want a Padme" hoodie in blue, right? So I thought it was a good opportunity, and it also hit me. I was like, oh, you know, the original "I Want a Padme" shirts were released in white and blue, and I was like, you know what? I never re-released the blue one. So I said, it hit me when shout out to my boy Alvatray. Thank you very much, my man, for all the support and everything. Oh my god, see, now I remembered the second name. Now I'm drawing a blank on the new name. But shout out to my boy Alvatray. Thank you for all the support, and thank you for everyone who's awesome here. You guys are amazing. I'm shot right now. I'm burnt. I can't even remember everything right now. I'm lucky I remembered that. That's why I jumped on, and I was like, let me get on here, say these predictions, because that's one thing I've learned. If you have predictions, you gotta try to get on and just get it up there, because those of you who've been here long enough, you know all my Switch predictions that were pretty much nailed. Long time before a lot of the popular websites were talking about that stuff. But there was one prediction that I never got up on, you know, online or anything. I think that was actually for Wii U, and I said that Wii U might be a system with a screen on it that you can plug into the TV and take with you. But, you know, I learned my lesson. It was meant to be, I guess, right? Because I was like, you know, this popped in my head about the predictions for this Rise of Skywalker. I was just gonna say, we're not seeing like episode 9, but it is in the title. So yeah, I was like, while I just thought of this, let me get on here and you know, give these predictions for Rise of Skywalker. So anyway, yeah, so just got those shirts up, the blue versions. So just search, it's on Teespring. Just search Teespring Joey JCM. And you can search "I Want a Padme" blue if you want the blue versions. Trying to get it on the storefront there. It was there. Weird thing, just because I had Star Wars in the description, I had to like contact them, and they edited that and they put it back up. So I don't know, that they're getting strict on certain things. So I'm not sure if it's in the storefront of the main Teespring Joey JCM section. But yeah, so if you want to check that out, go ahead. "I Want It, Padme" parody song, which you can listen to anywhere you listen to stuff. Again, Backstreet Boys, Star Wars parody song, and there's some shirts and stuff like that if you want to check that out. And like I said, just released the blue stuff yesterday, I think it was. So thank you again to my man Alvatray for the request. I had a lot of fun, putting those up, and realizing that I was like, oh, great opportunity to get the blue one up. I feel like talk about the saga being complete. I feel like the shirt saga is now complete, and the blue and white shirts are back together of the original releases. And if you want to check out the Instagram, I put the picture up, and then the last picture I put was the original picture of the original version of the shirts, the blue and white together. But that's it. That's my prediction, guys, for Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Who is this Skywalker going to be? Like I said, I feel like it's going to be some mystery, big baddie, original guy that, is going to reveal himself or something. Because we all know the Skywalkers did made some major marks on the history of that universe. So we're going to see another, Luke, obviously Anakin made a major mark. Luke made a major mark. And now we're going to see another guy. 3 Skywalkers, 3 trilogies. Tell his story about how he made a mark that we don't know about or something like that. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think of those predictions. Do you agree? What are your predictions? And I don't know why I said it like that. What are your predictions? If anything. And yeah. And yeah, Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Those who are watching, after the pre-recorded version, you guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. Shout out to everyone. And I feel like there was something else that I wanted to maybe say, but no, I guess that's it. So, all right, guys. So, just had enough energy after a long day just to get that up. And yeah, so I will see you guys later. Holla. Oh, by the way, I believe Amiibos came out. Speaking of, Kid Link, new Kid Link, Ken from Street Fighter, and Daisy, I believe, came out today. Or was it today? Or yesterday? Or something. This week. They came out sometime. I don't even know what day it is. Friday, right? So they came out. And I guess it was going to be a surprise. But I want to try. I'm going to be relocating soon. And a lot of milestones in this spot. As far as art and YouTube and stuff like that. And, well, no, that's art. I call it art. That's it. And the old days of streaming on the PlayStation camera, and when I started the finally opening series of finally opening Amiibos, now we have finally opening Disney Infinity, and but the original was finally opening my Amiibos, right? And that was like a monumental mark, and I just do it all on the PlayStation camera. And before we relocate, I think I want to try to get one more stream of opening Amiibos, live stream from the PlayStation camera. So stay tuned for that. Life, I want to say, ain't gonna stop me. Things have been crazy lately, but I definitely want to do that before I relocate. Just one more stream of opening Amiibos from the PlayStation camera. With that background music. Whatever the fuck it was. So, stay tuned for that. And, yeah, guys. So, alright, ladies and gentlemen. This is Joey JCM. And I will see you guys later.